They will run it again, and Georgia Tech making another nice play on Homer. It's Jalen Johnson. Third down and a dozen. Perry finds Thomas again. That's another Miami first down.
That's the guy they want to get the ball to. They really switch release Thomas, and then Lamont Simmons, the receiver, the corner for Georgia Tech's going to follow Pager inside.
He's already got 2 catches for 46 in the opening series. Perry stands tall in the pocket, rifles another pass inside the 20. It's caught.
Expect to see that, to see if they can confuse N'Kosi Perry.
Inside handoff to Dallas. He'll try to bounce it to the outside. Gets by one man and gets by another to pick up enough for the first down. Seen this quite a bit this year. Dallas on the left side of the line takes it in. An impressive opening drive for the Miami Hurricanes. And DJ Dallas with his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. Plays 75 yards, 5:35 taken off the clock on the opening set.
Just loved it, that first down passes, get Perry in rhythm. Those were huge for that drive.
And now we'll see Georgia Tech on offense as we go to Chris Carter. Miami's got the best third down defense in the country. But Georgia Tech will get a first down with Jerry Howard.
If you're them, you got to be thinking ball's going to be in Taquan Marshall's hands.
Marshall rolling out. He will throw here. Man wide open. It's Jalen Camp. Down at the 38-yard line. Very well represented here tonight. As Georgia Tech goes back to work, and Marshall is spun down. It's going to be third down and fairly long. Marshall cuts it up, and he is down. Gerald Willis, number 9. He is so active on that Miami defensive front. Georgia Tech goes for it a lot on fourth down. 50% on the year. And it looks like they're going to pick this one up too. No, ball came out. Tito Odenigbo knocked it loose, and Georgia Tech was able to recover, and they've got enough for a first down. Key statistic here tonight for Paul Johnson's team. That has been a problem for them this year. Marshall finds some real estate up the middle, all the way to the end zone. What a run for Taquan Marshall. And Georgia Tech answers back on their first series.
For Georgia Tech. Kind of a little kickback, sprint option. And Miami's defenders overflow, and Marshall with great vision to cut back.
Couple moments from playing Virginia back in the day to beating Miami here. Oh man, go on and on really. You know, from that to the great coaches, teammates we had.
Let's feed that guy the ball. He was the best option. So
yeah, make a point of throwing the Megatron. Here's Marshall rolling out. He's looking good tonight. Lock it in, touchdown. Second score for Taquan Marshall.
In the red zone, it's a focus of theirs. And Marshall again with the fake toss, but I love the fact that Jordan Mason, the B-back, is out in front. It's just his decision making. That's how he excels in this offense. Those dive reads, pitch reads, he's got a great grasp of it.
Well, Mark Richt putting Jeff Thomas back on kickoff return after DJ Dallas fumbled the penalty flag. This might be a personal foul.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 25, kicking team, 15 yards, winning the run.
To start the second quarter, they're down 7. N'Kosi Perry gives it to Cam Davis, nowhere to go. Time of possession, excellence of Georgia Tech. And they get the first down with Trayon Gray. Instead of 3rd and 3, it's 3rd and 8. Play action, Perry going for Thomas, it's batted away. Trey Swilling. Thomas, that's going to be a loss.
Turn the ball over. That offense is too talented to really slow down.
The freshman quarterback hands off to Travis Homer. Good run, and it looks like he's going to have the first down.
offensive linemen to go get this third down conversion.
Homer and Gray in the backfield. Ball's loose. A bad exchange from center to quarterback. And Georgia Tech says they have it. And they do. Miami continues to shoot itself in the foot. Recovery.
And it's the fundamentals, Clay. One of the first things you're taught as a quarterback. Get that snap and bring it to your belly, especially when you're reversing out. And that's what N'Kosi Perry didn't do. He's reversing out, trying to get that ball to his back.
And out of that timeout, 3rd down and 5. Mason spinning, working hard. He's got the first down and more. Down to the 24-yard line. Georgia Tech on the move. Marshall sprinting out. Looking for real estate on the left side. Nothing there. Trying to convert on 3rd down and long. They're going to go with the dive play to Mason. Davis and Brenton King were struggling. This is a 38-yard attempt. He got it.
You see a team in Miami that right now is reeling.
Jeff Thomas from the 5. Thomas up the middle. Gets to the outside, and there's a lot of running room. To midfield. And forced out inside Georgia Tech territory at the 43-yard line. Georgia Tech showing some pressure off the edge. Perry on the draw. Swarmed under. Brant Mitchell, the senior co-captain, the heart and soul of that Georgia Tech defense, leading the charge.
Mitchell just fires his guns. Homer's gone. Cool, now I know you're no longer a threat.
Perry needs the 43-yard line. He'll get it in the hands of his best receiver, Jeff Thomas. And Miami's going to have to punt.
Early on in that 17 season.
Cam Davis. Touchdown, Miami. 22 yards for the rookie. With 7 points off turnovers. Georgia Tech, 10 points off Miami turnovers tonight.
They've both been big, but it really comes down to Kenny Cooper.
For Miami, they benefited from it, and Georgia Tech really struggled on that last defensive drive for Miami in that second half, which allowed the Canes to get another score.
It was one of those counter play action plays that they were successful with in the first half.
Completed one pass tonight, trying here. Taquan Marshall in trouble, and he's going to throw it away.
Start to the second half defensively. Tackle for loss, tackle on the edge, pressure on the quarterback.
You can see that Marshall wanted the penalty. Booming punt for Presley Harvin. And Thomas muffs it. Recovered by Georgia Tech. Wanye Thomas recovers at the 10-yard line.
Cross. And Jeff Thomas is that guy, such a dynamic player, I'll tell you. Some of those punts that really get the turnover, they're spinning so hard, that's a tough catch. When that punt gets turned over, it looked like it jumped on Thomas, and it's this Miami D.
Marshall looking to throw, and now he's going to tuck. And he's going to get hammered for a loss of 1 by Tito Odenigbo.
5-yard line on 3rd down team, but Odenigbo really does a nice job of spinning to who you are that is better for Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech has 37 red zone touchdowns this year, most in the ACC, but twice tonight.
Be a big play.
94 is Henri St. Amour. He leads the team in tackles for loss and sacks. He and the Yellow Jackets are coming, and Perry will get to the 30 and no more. 4th down.
At least somewhat fight that Clemson dominant D-line.
Taquan Marshall cutting it up. He's got a 1st down. Nice counter play. Taquan Marshall.
To Taquan Marshall.
Paul Johnson rolled Oliver in for a couple of plays, but back to Marshall, and he's moving this offense as Jerry Howard gashes the Miami defense right up the middle. 33-yard line.
Yeah, Bethel, the left defensive tackle, just loops out. They back to be physical and aggressive downhill.
And this time, Taquan Marshall is spun down after he keeps it. It's Gerald Willis, big number 9.
Plays one-on-one ball. He is a twitchy athlete, and he just beats the block. One-on-one ball, he's almost unblockable.
Gerald Willis came into the night, leading the ACC in tackles for loss. And now Marshall's going to the end zone. Has Brad Stewart. Touchdown. Boy, they don't throw often, but when they do, it's usually a big play.
Brad Stewart's the guy that they trust. Just an inside release, seam up to the post, and go up and make the catch. But Paul Johnson again uses misdirection to get some Miami's offense. Find a screen.
3 receivers to the near side. Perry, man wide open. Jeff Thomas, and they've got a first down.
Georgia Tech plays a little bit inverted Tampa 2. Feel like 4-down territory for Miami.
They fake the jet sweep. Homer is hit in the backfield and spun down. And that'll actually be a loss on the play. The punting unit's going to have to come out again.
Clay, watch him get off the cut block. He gets cut. He's getting up as he's going down. They're all in. They got their triplets now.
They fake the toss. It's Taquan Marshall doing what he does best. First down. It's a gain of 12 on first down.
You have bad discipline, and they hit you with the big plays, and that's been the story so far tonight.
Taquan Marshall dives ahead for the first down. Managed to do it. End around here is Cottrell. Busts a tackle. And he's pulled down at the 29-yard line finally by Quarterman. Close to 200 pounds. Hard to bring down. And it's a big play of 24 yards.
It's really the story of the game. It's Paul Johnson, what they do.
Searcy on the toss sweep. Oh, well read. Romeo Finley, that tackle. Marshall will send Searcy in motion. Oh, ball comes out. Searcy scrambles and dives on it to protect the possession for Georgia Tech. That was blown up in the backfield by Jackson.
Almost a situation you're trying to do too much, and that's where he's gotten in trouble. You're in a bad place right there with Johnson right on top of you. Eat it. Take that loss, hold on to the ball, don't even put it in harm's way. Little lucky again.
Boy, the return game has been awful tonight for Miami. DJ Dallas is going to let this one bounce at the 10. And it's dead at the 5, and Harvin does what he does.
Hit last week, and they're playing really, really good football.
Beat Virginia Tech handily today. Good run for Cam Davis. He has been one of the bright spots in this Miami offense tonight and gives the Canes some breathing room.
He's probably earned some more carries. He gets on the edge and follows his big guard. Everything. They've got to hire somebody who really is on the cutting edge of offensive innovation.
3rd and 10. Perry steps out of the pocket to avoid the rush and runs his way to a first down. He looks just fine there. Gets to the 35 and moves the chains.
He's been their 3rd down conversion. They've run that third.
A slot at the bottom of your screen. Perry over the middle. It's caught. Nice grab by D. Wiggins for this offense. That's a gain of 24. They're in Georgia Tech territory again.
Great shot by Perry. Wraps right around. Love screens. See if you can get Homer on one.
Perry trying to do it himself again, and he does. First down, Miami.
You're going to tell me that this is a freshman? I mean, how many times has N'Kosi Perry done this tonight? A little stab move to make Mitchell.
13th play of this drive, the longest drive of the night for the Canes. Perry to a man wide open. It's Homer. First down. Look at him lower his shoulder and get to the 5. Played well. Coaches absolutely love him. And they'll feed him again. Touchdown, Canes. They had to have it, and they get it. Travis Homer with the payoff. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
Clay, they do the hard part. They go on the 95-yard drive. Some form of a reverse.
They're going to throw it. Marshall, his 4th pass of the night. and it's on target. He finds Jalen Camp at the 43 of Miami.
Georgia Tech's thrown 4 times in the past decade under Paul Johnson, but Camp, they do a little bit of a play action fake, see if you can get a defense to flow one way, but physical at the top is, can you find a way to penetrate up the middle?
It'll be Marshall on the keep. He's got the first down. For 14 tonight on 3rd down. Searcy in motion. Handoff inside, it's Howard. First down, Georgia Tech.
To be the case this year for them.
Yeah, they're hitting on all cylinders with this offense. So hard to stop. Miami comes in here hoping to get things back on track, can't do it. And they were their own worst enemy.
Yeah, a lot of self-inflicted wounds for Miami. They're going to watch this tape and see how much they gave a great part of this game away, but credit Georgia Tech.